Hey, thank you so much for coming in today.
Thanks.
I'm Garland. I'm going to be your social worker here. And I just love for you to start just telling me a little bit about yourself and what brought you in today.
Okay, well, my name's Sandy, and I'm 21 years old, and I actually have a 2-year-old son named Nathan. And I'm here because I've been in a bad relationship for the past 4 years, and I need to get away from him.
Okay. Could you tell me what you mean by a bad relationship?
Well, after I graduated from high school, I lived with my family, but then I met this guy, at a party with my friends, and right away, we just kind of hit it off, and he ended up convincing me to move in with him, and I ended up not going to college like my family had wanted me to, because I just wanted to be with him. And we were together. We lived in his house, near my parents for a while, but then when things started getting more serious, he wanted me to move far away from my family. And so I did, because I wanted to go wherever he was going. And it was fine for a while. My family never really liked him, so they weren't happy about me leaving. But I just didn't really listen to them, and I just went. And things were fine. But then it started getting bad. He would come home late at night from drinking, and he would be loud and be yelling at me, and I was just trying to sleep, and he'd be yelling at me, telling me to do things, and I just wanted to sleep. And then one day he hit me for the first time, and after that it started happening even more frequently. And by the time I thought about maybe going home to my family, I found out that I was 3 weeks pregnant. So at that point, I didn't go to college, so I didn't have a job. He supported me, so I knew that I couldn't leave him because I wouldn't have any money, and I was having a baby and I needed money, and I couldn't tell my parents because they hated him already, so they couldn't know.
Wow. I'm so sorry to hear this. I can only imagine what you've been through. Could you tell me just a little bit more about when did this abuse first start, this physical abuse?
So I had my son when I was 19, and I'd say the abuse started, it was when I found out I was 3 weeks pregnant, so I was around 18.
Okay. And was there any verbal or emotional abuse before physical abuse?
He always I thought he just had that personality. He just had this, if you were in the room with him, you knew. He was just loud, and, he liked, we met at a party, so obviously he liked to party. He would just, say, kind of mean things sometimes, but I just thought he was joking. For, a long time, I thought he was just like that with everyone. And so, he had never been very nice to me since he was in the beginning when we first started dating, because I think that it's always good in the beginning. That's why it's so hard to let go, because all you think about is the good times. But he would yell at me, call me names. I was just trying to help him because he'd come home from work tired, and I'd just try to help, but he was just mean.
Yeah. Wow. This sounds incredibly hard. I have to ask you right now, do you believe that you are safe right now here?
Well, like this is my first time like being on my own. Like I'm scared about leaving him because like I don't know how I'm gonna support myself and my child. Like I've never had a job. All I have is high school education, so I'm definitely scared that I won't be able to support myself because I know that I can't stay here forever, and also I'm scared that he's gonna find me, and I know he won't be happy that I finally left.
Okay, so he's not aware that you've left yet.
I'm sure he is. I'm always at the house. He's kept me like away from everyone. Like I don't have friends really, so I'm sure he's looking for me.
So do you not feel like you have much of a support system outside of your partner?
Well, ever since we moved away from my family, I don't get to talk to them much. They still, like, I feel like they're very disappointed and even ashamed in me for leaving. But I do, like, I talk to my sister and my dad on the phone like every few months, but when I do talk to them, like, I don't want to tell them all the terrible things that are happening. Like, I need to make it seem like I'm happy with my decision to leave.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So you haven't really kept in contact with your family too much. Do they have any idea that you have joined us at this shelter today?
No, they don't have any idea. Like I said, it's just when I call them, I talk about my son. I say how much he's growing. He's 2 years old, so he's learned to walk and like the potty training and stuff. That's what I talk about because of course they want to hear about the grandkid. But yeah, I don't tell them bad things. But other than like I don't have a job, so I don't have people at work. He doesn't let me leave the house, so I don't really have many other people.
Yeah.
My sister and I were close, but I don't want, like I would tell her more because we were close, but I know it would get back to all the other family members. And my mom doesn't speak to me at all, so I wouldn't want her to know.
Yeah. Okay. And your mother, you said your mother does not speak to you?
No. She always had such high hopes for me. She hopes that I would go to college, I would get a good job one day, and like that was her dream too, even more so than it was mine. So that once I left with him, like it crushed her dream, and I don't think she's ever been able to get over that.
Wow, that must be very difficult. Yeah. I really appreciate you sharing all of this. This is very helpful. We really want to help you as much as possible.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're safe. And I've heard you mention a job a few times. Is that something that you would like to find in the future?
Yeah, I'm scared about it because I've never had one, but I know that like my son needs to have all the food and clothes that he needs. He's so young, and like it's expensive now, but I know it's just going to get even more expensive.
Yeah.
And like I need to get a job so that one day I can have somewhere else for us to live. Too.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, those are things that we absolutely want to help you with here.
Mm-hmm.
We provide childcare for all our different things that we provide, so job training skills, even helping you with making your resume and practicing interviews. We absolutely want to help you find housing for permanent long-term housing. So we really want to be helping all of these things, and you definitely come to the right place. But I just have just one or two more things just to make sure we can help you best. And I was just wondering, do you have any history with substance abuse at all?
No, I don't, but like my husband did, and that's the alcohol would always make things worse. He would say that he doesn't have a problem, of course. I tried to tell him before that he did, and that's when he would get even more mad. So I always want to avoid that because I see what it does to someone.
Yeah, absolutely. And just one last thing. what is your medical or mental health status or history? Are you struggling with any mental illnesses right now? Do you have any medical issues that we need to know about?
I don't think there's anything wrong with me. I feel like I've been through a lot.
Yeah.
It's like hard to, I'm scared to talk about it really. This is the first time I've ever really talked about it, so it's just getting over all of it.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to affect my son either. That's part of why I left when I did, because I know he's getting older and I don't want him to see his dad yelling at his mom, and I don't want his dad to ever hurt him either, so.
Yeah. Well, this was an incredibly brave move that you did, and I'm really proud of you for doing that, for taking this first step, even though it's really hard. And we really do want to be helping you. And so whether that comes with trying to find jobs, we'll obviously help you. We provide counseling here free of charge, and childcare as well. We have a lot of resources here to help you get to a better place wherever you want to be. We're just here to help you. And so I thank you so much for all of this. I'm excited to get to know you better in the next few weeks and months, hopefully, that you'll be here. And I really look forward to making some really great progress. So thank you for coming today.
Thank you.